Welcome to Applying Scrum. I am your coach Aditi Agarwal. There are several online resources out there that explain the Agile Manifesto. Then why is it so tough to develop an Agile mindset? The reason is not many sites describe how this applies to you. In this lecture, I will discuss how the Agile Manifesto applies to your role in the organization and how can you practice core Agile values at work. So let's discuss the origin story. In Feb 2001, 17 software visionaries gathered at a ski resort in Utah to socialize and to figure out why software projects fail. The software industry needed a fundamental shift. Thus, the Agile Manifesto emerged that soon became the foundation for the software development industry. And these are the four value statements from the Agile Manifesto: individuals and interactions over processes and tools, working software over comprehensive documentation, customer collaboration over contract negotiation, and responding to change over following a plan. So the first value statement is individuals and interactions over processes and tools. The Agile Manifesto clearly states, while there is value in the items on the right, we value the items on the left more. Thus, while there is value in processes and tools, we value individuals and interactions more. The idea here is not to throw away the processes and tools that work for you, but to focus on people and interactions over any rigid plan or process. So, if your processes and tools encourage collaboration, increase technical agility, or improve the performance of your engineers, then you need them. On the other hand, any rigid processes that impede the velocity and agility of the team should be eliminated. The success of any enterprise depends on its culture and its people. Mature agile organizations create a people centric environment with high performing, cross functional, inspired, and self organizing teams that result in collaboration, accountability, and innovation. So, how can an agile leader exemplify this core value? Or how can you embrace this agile value as a leader? Well, as an agile leader, you should eliminate unproductive, time consuming processes and foster an open, collaborative, and fun workspace for the team to have frequent face to face conversations. For distributed teams, you should promote collaboration tools like Slack or Skype for Business. But how can a Scrum Master or a product owner or even an agile practitioner live this core value? Irrespective of your role, you can embrace this value by collaborating, eliminating the non value added work, and by maximizing the amount of work not done. Let's take an example. Consider that you have accumulated a lot of technical debt and you want to implement the test driven development in your area. You collaborate, refactor code, and write only enough code to pass the automated tests. In this example, you are embracing this agile value of individuals and interactions over processes and tools, as you are encouraging people interaction, simplifying design, and maximizing the amount of work not done. The second value statement is working software over comprehensive documentation. The Agile Manifesto says, while there is value in documentation, we value working software more. In Agile methodology, the team only refines prioritized user stories rather than writing detailed requirements for the entire product. The team focuses on delivering a potentially shippable product increment or working software with built in quality at the end of each iteration. In Agile, we create the minimum essential documentation that adds value to the work, and most importantly, we create it only when we need it, also known as just in time documentation. So, how can you exemplify this core value? So, irrespective of your role, you can embrace this value by creating just enough and just in time documentation and by focusing on delivering high quality working software iteratively and incrementally that can be released on demand. The third value statement is customer collaboration over contract negotiation. The Agile Manifesto says, while there is value in contract negotiation, we value customer collaboration more. So, how can you embrace this core value? What should you practice each day to support customer collaboration over contract negotiation? Well, first you should understand your customers' behaviors, problems, goals, and motivations, and then build your product in close collaboration with your customers. This way, you will build a strong relationship with your customers based on mutual trust. You won't need to rely on any binding upfront contract or a written agreement with them. Regarding upfront contract, Since the information available at the start of the effort is minimal, agile leaders often should not take important decisions until the last responsible moment, also known as LRM. It is a strategy of not making a premature decision, delaying commitment, and keeping the options open until the cost of not making a decision becomes greater than the cost of making a decision. You might think, if you're not involved in signing contracts with customers in your role, how can you embrace this agile value? Or if it even applies to you? The fact is, anyone, irrespective of their role, can embrace this value by simply building an environment of collaboration and trust with their customers. If you're a supplier or a vendor partner who runs business with customers based on written contracts, you might think how this value statement from the manifesto applies to you. The manifesto says, while there is still value in contract negotiation, we value customer collaboration more. So, though you may still have written contracts with your customers, your focus should be to increase collaboration and build a strong relationship with them. The fourth value statement is responding to change over following a plan. The Agile Manifesto says, while there is value in following a plan, we value responding to change more. The idea here is to adapt to changing business needs. Instead of an upfront plan, we create flexible, just in time plans. We accept that things change and we need to review and update our plans periodically. An agile team responds quickly to changes and delivers a valuable product. Any changes required to a completed work item will require only minimal rework, since work is delivered in time boxed iterations. Irrespective of your role, you can exemplify this core value by accepting the fact that product roadmaps and priorities may change over time, by being flexible to the changing needs of your customers, and by being willing to replan when required. With this, we have covered the four value statements in the Agile Manifesto that act as the foundation for any agile transformation. I will end this lecture with a quote by Roy Disney: when your values are clear to you, making decisions becomes easier. Thank you.